What is up, one and all, and welcome back to the channel, and in particular welcome back to your second video today. This one is focused on early access of Mysterio. Now, as part of the content contributor program, I've got Mysterio here for review, and I don't get to keep the champion will be removed from my account. Bit of a change from the previous video where we had Stealth Spidey, or Stealthy. The fact was, I believe we only had 100 signatures and didn't really get the full 200 signature variety. This has changed, and now we get the 200 signature variety. The first question will be, Rich, is this champion good and awakened? And it seems from a large part the answer is yes. But it's hard work if it is unawakened. But yeah, in a nutshell, through the passive ability, you can build up that chemical gas by performing medium attacks. But if you had the awakened ability, it would be a lot more easier to get this. This all really comes into play when it comes to the L3, and I'm going to talk about the way that you use your special 3 attack in conjunction with having increased duration of this particular improvement of attack rating. And to put it in layman's terms, to have 3 chemical gases up at one given time increases up to 12 more seconds of you having an improved attack rating, which means your damage is increased. If you're popping in the L3, your choice is either to attack through it and maybe pop in an L1. It's difficult to put in an L2, but I will be playing some footage over the top of this to kind of demonstrate that. And the final thing is, you do have a choice. Do you push to throw in special attacks, or do you do a heavy attack and that results in you doing an increased poison? Which, as you can see here, the potency of these poisons are increased to 300%. And as we know, if you've got a gas on and therefore you do a heavy attack, you're going to put a poison in. The great thing about it is it's going to be 300% more effective. So is this a win-win situation? The best results for damage output came with this synergy, and it's Heimdall to the rescue, of course. Lost Daughters of Asgard and Enchanted Blades. So we've got Fury, and also we've got crit rating increases. So our attack is going to be more stronger, which obviously is going to be benefit to things like the poison that we were talking about. You hit off the L3, your poison potency increases by 300%. By after doing that heavy attack, when a chemical gas is on, it was absolutely lovely and did shave down the amount of hits to get the enemy down, which I think when I first did it was about 300, close to about 400 hits. And when I did the second attempt, it was close to about 280. So that was pretty positive. Mysterio very much feels to me like he has usage, but it's not going to be in the conventional form. Now, it's great having him as a poison immunity champion, even though there is a way of negating that. However, though, still having a solid tech-based poison immune champion is still pretty positive. Here's where the fun comes in the SP1. So as we know with this, it basically means that if you're going to get hit and you think you're going to get hit by a huge amount of damage, pop an L1, you'll then have the reflection gas on, you'll then get hit, and then after the point of that expiring, you're then going to put 70% of that damage back on the enemy, and as well, you're going to regenerate 100% of the damage you lost. Now that is going to be incredibly helpful for situations like we just explained. Maybe you're going up against the champion in 6.2. Maybe you're going up against another champion that you feel, hey, look, I'm taking a huge amount of damage. This is not fair. But at the same time, you can pop an L1 just before that's going to hit, and it's not going to be too painful. And unfortunately for you, it's going to put a lot of pain back on the enemy. The SP2 is pretty fun as well, especially considering you can do some power draining, which is really going to stop a lot of power gaining abilities for a little while. I think that is one key aspect that is going to make the usage of this character is quite important moving forward. Also, 2 things. First thing being, he's great against Spiderverse based champions. No more evading. Thank God. Can't stand that. And the second thing is his ability accuracy cannot be decreased. That's still positive news. Let's have a quick look over the synergies. And we've got here, when dashing forward, Mysterio has a 70% chance to inflict the opponent with a falter for the duration of the dash. Opponents suffering falter have a 100% chance to miss their attacks. Positive for Mysterio. Don't know if it is a key thing to have in a team, but Night Thrash is an amazing champion, especially when he's awakened. So it could be a nice pairing there. It's a bit of an odd pairing, but still helpful enough. Mysterio's poison durations are increased by 2 seconds if you've got in a Daredevil. I think that is quite important, especially if you're looking to exploit that poison damage, especially off of doing an L3, then getting a gas on, and then doing a heavy attack. It can mean for some good damage over a long period of time, and it was something that I put into my synergy team along with that Heimdall synergy. You do have Stealthy here, which is Reflection, Illusions, and Frenzied Gas. That's for an additional 2 seconds. This is something I would have loved to have had for the video, especially to present that extra time. And you do need it. You really need that synergy, especially to get up to an L2, because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to smash in an L3, build up on the Frenzy Gas to an L2 and smash it in. I was only able to do this once, and the damage was about 30k, and I will put the clips in so you can see this. This I absolutely adore. I think this is great to have this in. If you have any problem with reverse controls, and at times it is annoying going up against Emma Frost, as well as a few other champions that have this. And look, grants immunity to reverse controls. Absolutely brilliant. Love this. Don't know how this is going to change the dynamic in the future. I think there's a difference between inverted controls and reversed controls, though I think it would be nice to have that completely down the middle. But, you know, Kabam will change things now and again between going, oh, no, we've got inverted controls now. All right, okay, well, what about reverse controls? No, that's a different thing. We'll put an immunity to that at a later date until they do upside down controls, and then you just go, oh, we've done a new thing. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. Final thoughts about this champion. I think he's good. I'm not sure if I think that he's one of the best champions being put out in a long time. I feel that there's some great usage with power draining, with the heal blocking, also with the poison immunity, the fact that he's a tech. I think that is pretty cool. I do feel that it's a lot of hard work in order to produce the most amount of damage from this character. Yeah, you could use the Heimdall synergy for this, but I feel that you want to try and get it in the middle, like a little bit of Heimdall with that stealthy synergy, maybe the better option, especially if you're going to be trying to push to an L2 very quickly. Obviously off the back of an L3, I mean, so you do an L3 with 3 gas on, increasing the duration. With the stealthy synergy, it increases the duration again. And then what you're doing is you're pushing to the L2. By that time, obviously before then, you've done the dash back and you've got the Heimdall synergy, boom, on and rocking. And then you're looking to smash in that L2, which, as you've seen from some of the footage that I've gathered, you could produce about 30k a time by doing this. But that may be is that the only way and the only option for this? One thing to do bear in mind is that I'm not using Suicide Masteries. If I was using Suicide Masteries, maybe the damage output would be a lot more than what it is now. But on the plus side, this champion is easy to use. He's not super complex. And at the same time, there seems to be some ways and some places he can go to be of great assistance. Do I feel that he's going to be an excellent choice for defense? Maybe not. Even offense, again, maybe not. But in any case, what are your thoughts? Put them in the comments section below. Is there some way that you kind of feel you could utilize this character a bit more? Do you like some things, not others? Do you think he's amazing? Put it in the comment section. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content. I'll see you tonight for the live stream, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.